Hello everyone and welcome to my Corpse Bride tutorial. So this is from the movie by Tim Burton. I'm sure you all know her. She's quite a popular character. I think she's one of the best known female characters of Tim Burton's along with Sally. So Sally won't be coming until February, but for this tutorial I've actually painted my hair and my skin blue, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. But I've left out the really huge lashes and the bits that are rotting on her skin because I wanted her to look more melancholic and more sweet in a more endearing rather than creepy way. So I'm running a little bit of rubbing alcohol through my eyebrows just to get them completely dry, and I'm moving on to my spirit gum, which is what I'm going to be using this time to stick my eyebrows down so I can flatten them completely, and then I'm going to paint over them with some blue and white. These are both AQUACOLORs, they're all by Kryolan. I'm taking them not just on my eyebrows but all over my skin, any skin that's visible on camera, apart from my left arm, just because this is going to have something different painted on it. I'm using some black to outline the tear on my shoulder because there's a bit of bone that's exposed. I was out of shot for this like an idiot, so I basically filled in around the bone with black and on the bone itself with white, which makes me really giddy apparently. So next I'm moving on to my oil-based colors. This is my Rainbow Wheel by Kryolan. It's got all your basic colors and I'm picking the white and I'm highlighting all over my face and body. I realized the blue that I ended up with was a little bit of a medium blue, not really dark but not as light as I wanted it. So I'm highlighting all over with this cream product on top of the water-based product. And the layering is pretty seamless. They don't cancel each other out. They interact perfectly. You can go back in and build them up as much as you want. I'm highlighting in an exaggerated way everything that's on the forefront. So whatever is naturally sticking out like my nose or my cheekbones, I wish. And anything that is not naturally sticking out but I do want to make appear as though it is sticking out and protruding, I'm going in with white. So here, like I said, you can really exaggerate anything you want to accentuate, such as your Adam's apple, your bust, your collarbones. You can highlight your shoulders, your arms, your neck, the outlines of your neck. And the more time you spend working this in with a fluffy brush, the better and more realistic it's going to look. I feel like it's crucial to both contour and highlight our skin when we paint ourselves a different color because that looks that little bit more convincing. Speaking of contour, we need to make that bone appear a little bit more real as well. So I'm just grabbing a really potent dark gray eyeshadow by Kryolan. This is matte, of course, and I'm just adding a few dips and a little bit of texture on the white part of the bone so it doesn't look super white and flat. Next I'm moving on to my black eyeshadow by Kryolan. This is pitch black and it is going to deepen the shading that I'm doing massively, especially in the part where it looks like the skin is casting a shadow on the bone itself. And I'm going back in with a little bit of white cream color as a highlight on certain parts of the bone for a bit more variety. Next I'm moving on to the star of the show, which is my matte blue eyeshadow by Kryolan. This is called Night Blue, and it's what I'm going to use to contour the entirety of the look. Whatever I haven't highlighted, I'm going to go in and contour. Sometimes I'm interchanging between black and blue, but it's mainly this blue color on a small fluffy brush, and this is what's going to deepen all the little dips, nooks, crannies, gaps, and whatever else of that sort we want to deepen up. Next I'm moving to my gel eyeliner. This is my Ebony Black eyeliner by Kryolan, and I'm creating a very basic halo eye. So I'm starting by picking up a tiny amount of product on a pencil brush, and I'm gathering this on the outer and inner corner. I'm blending it out slightly before it dries, but I'm also doing the eyebrows. I want them to be quite raised and quite sad looking. So this is a really sensitive part of her face. Everything else can go the wrong way and look very creepy very easily, but by doing the eyebrows this way, I feel like we're adding this vulnerability that she's all about in the film. I'm creating an outline for the eyes that's way underneath my lower lash line because I want her eyes to appear huge, and I'm intensifying the sad look on her face by creating these very cute frown lines. So I'm doing this by using the same gel eyeliner and then raising it up almost as far as the fake eyebrows are going, and then of course blending it out with either a bare brush or by adding a black eyeshadow and a blue eyeshadow at the same time. The more gradient this transition is, the better. I'm creating quite dramatic dark circles in blue underneath her eyes too. Why not look sad and tired since she's dead? And I'm going back to highlight a few bits and pieces that I left behind. This is generally not finishing at any point during this look, so I'm constantly going back in and adding more highlights, more contour here and there, just because the more we do this, again, the more real she's going to look. I'm treating it purely as a beauty look right now, so I'm also highlighting underneath her eyebrows, and next I'm going to be using a white gel liner, which is going not only in my waterline, but also on the little pudgy bit right underneath my eyes. This is something that looks especially convincing on camera. Most body painting looks do. They look better on camera rather than real life. But adding the white on the center of the lid is going to make it look more prominent, and it adds a lot of contrast. I don't want to exaggerate too much with the lid, in the sense that I don't want to take it up too high so that it ends up looking like a drag eyelid. Her literal eyeballs are bigger than her actual lid, so this is again what I'm following. But I'm also adding these cute little nostrils that she's got there, and a little bit of eyeliner, mascara, and false lashes just on the top lashes, because like I said, I don't want her eyes to be bottom heavy. And time for the lips. These are weirdly pink, and for some weird reason I love them. So I went ahead and got this fuchsia magenta lip pencil, which I'm using to line them. I'm just taking care that I make the top lip a little bit longer than the bottom, so the bottom is quite limited on the edges, whereas the top lip kind of has the smiley look to it. But I want to add a bit of contour on the lip too, so I'm using this other pencil that I've got, which is this grayish, almost black. I'm using a very light hand with it, and this is just going on the edges, just on the ends of the lips, a little bit on the center, so it looks somewhat more 3D. And then of course I'm going to enrich this color with a matching lipstick. It's this baby pink that I wouldn't normally wear in real life, but I love it for this corpse bride look. And just like I always do, I'll also take it on my cheeks as a little bit of a blush. I find it's the perfect irony, her being dead and having a flush of color on her cheeks. I just love it. And the contour continues. So the nose needs to be as small as possible, and there's also some little details still to be taken care of. The more you refine the look, the better it's going to be. Next I'm going in with this palette of highlighters. So there's a white, a light blue, a light lilac, and I'm using them on the matching sides of the face. So a little bit of icy blue on the face itself, a little bit of white here and there, and a little bit of lilac on the lips. Time for the finishing touches then. I want to add a little bit of white just so the skin looks torn off right on the shoulder, and then I'm going to proceed to dyeing my hair blue. This is a very practical hairspray because it goes on like a dream. It keeps your hair in place and it washes off very easily with water. Careful not to get it all over the furniture like I did. And lastly, I added this pair of great contact lenses. They're not dead on accurate, but they still give an eerie look to the face, I think. So this is our jubiliciously lovely corpse bride. I had so much fun creating this look, and I hope you will too. So if you do try it, if you wear it out to a party, show me a picture on Instagram because I would love to see your version of it. Also, if you've got any questions, you can leave them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. There's a lot more creative looks where this came from, both for Halloween and for the Day of the Dead. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!